Good evening, guys. I think we have microphones on either side. We'll take questions from English-speaking media first, please, and then we'll take some in Italian after that. Somewhere to start, please. Yeah, Martin at the front here. Thank you.
Hi, Pep. Phil Foden and Matteo Kovacic were back in training this morning. Are they available for tomorrow night?
I don't think so. Maybe a few minutes, Kova, but I don't think so. But it's nice to have them back here to the team in the training sessions and, of course, travel with us.
Questions, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. Are you able to say about Nathan Ake and Akanji when they might be available again?
I don't know yet. Nathan will be longer than Manu, but I don't know.
Is it weeks maybe then, rather than a couple of games? And so what challenges will that give you yet again in your defence?
The same like we had in the last month. Nothing changed.
You're very good at reading your team and your players and how they're doing. Are you happy with where they're at in terms of their attitude and the sort of approach and how they're playing?
Yeah, I love them. We can be better. We can do better, obviously, in terms of results. We have to find something inside of all of us to get the results, but I'm not the right person to say any wrong words about the team for what they help us to experience all for many years. But of course, we have to perform well, do it well again, and these next 2 weeks is really, really important.
John?
Pep, so what do you feel about the state of play in the group? What do you think you will need? Is it possible that you might need to win all three, do you think?
Right now, no, I'm thinking, I said many times last days, we are not in the position when you had the results the last 7-8 games to talk about win games and win games in plural. So we have to win game and not to see what happens in the next one. But of course, we are in a position like we don't win against Feyenoord, especially, of course, the first game against Inter always. We played to win the game for the chances that we had. Unfortunately, it was a draw. And with these 4 points that we don't have, we have two difficult games in Turin, in Paris, and the last game at home. And we have to take points to qualify. And after we see.
And what do you make of Juventus, who've obviously had difficulties of their own this season?
Well, Juve is Juve. In Italy, the best team, historical team, used to play with a lot of pressure, and the quality is there. Thiago, you see what he's trying to do, you see where he's going to go, make an incredible job in Bologna, and it's a question of time, but they have incredible variations in his play, the mindset or the way they want to play is there. But of course, all the managers need time, to settle. Hopefully, this Juventus board can give it to him this time to create what you want to do. And we'll be happy to see him tomorrow.
Jack?
Hiya, Pep. Obviously, it's been a difficult few weeks. Can you see a change in fortunes coming in results, or is that purely because of the injuries? Can you see things getting any better in the next few weeks?
No, the team is good. Of course, we have injuries for the problem to rotate the team to give rest. That is a problem. The problem especially is we had most important injuries in the same department. Department, the same position, the central defenders. That is sometimes it's difficult. But the team is good. So at the end, we punish ourselves for many games. Like we make a mistake, so we have to avoid it. So I don't blame. Absolutely, the situation is a situation, but life is like this, and we have to do better with the players that we have in terms of results, because at the end we concede not in particular a player that will be easy. It's a group, it's in general that we miss a lot of things that didn't help us to get the results.
You said about the sort of punishing yourselves there. With the mistakes, are those just unexplainable mistakes, the sort of things that just happen in
What you
football?
have to do is come back. What will save us is the way we play. A mistake is consequences because we are not playing in the way we have to play. And the way we have to play is so simple. We have to play so simple. Our strength is the ball. Our strength in this success, 8-9 years, we run like like desperate team. When we didn't have the ball, we don't have the ball, and with the ball, is be incredible patient and let them run and don't make an incredible cover. And now we are in a moment that we attack so quick and we do a lot of things not in the right tempo that we lose the balls, and after we concede a lot of transitions. And with that, any team is better than us. It's better. So you have to be so simple and basic to what we are as a team. We're built and that confident that is come back for the simple thing. It's just have the ball and pass the ball in the easy made, in the right feet, in the right foot, in the right tempo. The simple things do it better. And after that, you will get the confidence, because you cannot imagine how you regain the confidence when you make an extra 1,000 million passes and you are involved in the game, you are involved all together. That helps us to be who we are. And of course, we adjust some things and mentally know how to do it, but the way we want to play not going to be changed for obvious reasons, because our success was there. And I know when we are able to do it, we are able to play good, even in the situations that we have in the last month.
Joe.
Hi, Pep. On that, you've got a lot of players who are probably being forced to play a bit more than you would like. Is it just that there are players being overworked at the same time, and maybe it's a mental thing as well?
No, it's not a mental thing. It's about to do the simple things better. It's not the mental. They are professionals. Always, I will not forget that period, what Rico has done for us, like Josko has done for us, like Bernardo, Gundogan, and Erling Haaland. So playing all the minutes during the toughest period and the strength and the going there. And this I will not forget, because they are there. And I admire them and appreciate a lot. And now it's step by step. The other guys come back a little bit and join the team. And as much we are all together, we'll be a stronger team.
Last two in English, guys, before we take Italian. Simon.
Pep, what have you learnt about your players, and what have you learnt about yourself during this period?
I'm trying to find the solutions in the terms of get results with the team, and as I ask him, is give the players back. But in the meantime, I love to be in that position, and I'll prefer them be. But it's always I take that situation like it was perfect. It's like always I felt like a privilege. So that isn't real. You win 6 to 7 Premier Leagues or Champions League or 4 in a row. That is not normal. This is exceptional. I take it as exceptional. I take it like how good we are or how good everything is happened. That is not about that. So we won that no team has done it, and many others have all the records in ever. That is exceptional. So always maybe it's exceptional as well as going to have. You have to find the balance and come back on track. And track is win one game and in another one, and be competitive in many things, and feel that it's not what I have to do to help the team to win games. And there is a lot of aspects of that. And I have full confidence. Even the results from now on in the future will be even worse. The confidence of my team is undeniable. The confidence of my team is always there, because they give me the privilege after 9 years sitting here, being in this they give us. And the problems is there, yeah, it's fine results, yeah, in the situations uncomfortable, yeah, but it's not the first team in the world. They have problems in injuries, not the first team in the world that they have bad periods. So, okay, we have to face the problems in the terms of results and go for it.
Just Paul in the middle before we take Italian, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. You said a minute ago that your players are playing a lot of minutes, that the obviously results have been up and down. How do you assess their own confidence levels at the moment, the players?
The confidence regain and pass the ball is a simple thing, and you make listen, confidence in a game is when you have 1 or 2 or 3 actions in one game, and the actions are good, you have the confidence. Confidence is not, you have to have confidence. It's not about that. Is I have an action, defensive, offensive, I win that duel, I have the ball, simple things, 2 or 3 simple things, I do it. I have the confidence. So at the end, the people believe it's so difficult. No, it's not difficult. You have to do the simple things, go to there, you lose the ball, come back, in the simple things and do it. I don't ask the actions from Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. I don't ask these kind of actions. They are unique. They have to do what they are good. And it is from here, even is in the bottom, from here we are going to build step by step, like we want to do, we want to be as a team, like we have been for many, many, many years in the last decade in England and in Europe.
Someone to start in Italian, please, guys. Yep.
Buonasera, Alessandra
Good
D'Angiora,
evening,
iSport.
Alessandra D'Angiora,
Lei
iSport.
dice
So
che
you're
dovete
saying
tornare ad
that
essere
you
la
have
squadra
to
che
basically go
eravate.
back to
Le
the
chiedo
kind of team
invece
that
se
you were
vista
in the
da
past,
fuori si
but
aspettava
maybe
che
from the
per la
outside,
Juventus
did you
fosse così
expect
difficile
for
diventare
Juventus
la
to
squadra che
become
vuole essere?
the team that it wants to become?
Non so che detto, direi.
I don't know.
Sì, che è vero che lottiamo per tornare a
Well,
essere
it's
quella
true
squadra
that
che avevo
we're
stato,
trying
ma
to
dopo 8 anni,
fight
9 anni
to
stando lassù,
become the team
qualche
that we were, but
periodaccio,
obviously after
un
8,
po'
9
mese
years,
brutto,
it's quite normal to
uno
go
lo può
through some
tenere, se
critical
non c'è
moments,
dubbio
so that's
che
quite
torneremo a essere quello
understandable.
che
So
abbiamo stato.
I'm
So
pretty
che
sure
siamo
that we'll be able to go
giudicati
back to
in
what
tutti
we
i
were. I
campionati
know
del
that we are
mondo per i
judged
risultati,
in all the
ma
different,
conosco
all
la mia
around the
gente, la
world, but I
società, e
know
piano
my
piano il
club,
fatto
I
della
know
Juve
my team, and the
mi
fact that
permette di non dare
Juventus,
commento perché
well,
ne
I don't
sono
really want to make any
lontano, ho
comments about
visto
them because obviously
queste
I'm not
ultime
close to
3-4
them. I've
giorni,
just
partite,
seen their matches
un po'
over
il
the last
senso
few
che
days, and
segno
so
che
I
ce
have
l'hanno
basically
e mi
understood
sembra che stanno
what's the current situation they're
nella
going
buona
through. But
strada
I would say that
per
now
il
they
tempo.
have
Non è
taken the
facile
right
arrivare a un
direction. It's
posto
not
e
easy, of course, to
inserire tutte le cose nuove
get to a
con
club and then
l'obbligo che la Juventus, Milan, Inter,
introduce new elements, just like
Napoli,
Juventus,
le
also
squadre
Milan, Inter,
tutti
and
sappiamo
Napoli. We all know that
lassù,
these are all teams that
riesce
are trying to
immediatamente
change, and
a
it's not
riuscire a
always
fare quello. A
so
volte si
easy
bisogna un po'
to
più di tempo.
change and
Quindi io
to,
prima nel Manchester
sometimes
neanche
it takes a
vinto
while
un
to
titolo,
get
quindi
results. And
mi hanno dato pazienza e poi
so
la
I
storia
didn't win
dopo si
from the very
racconta da sola.
beginning, and then, they were
question, guys.
patient enough to wait for me in order to get results.
della Repubblica, volevo chiederle
I would
per
like
lei
to ask you, for you
personalmente, cosa significa
personally,
questo periodo abituato
how do you
a
consider
squadre
this
che
critical moment,
funzionavano e che
because you're
vincevano molto.
used
Come si sta vivendo
to
e cosa sta
teams
imparando
that
da
won
questo
a
che
lot?
forse
So
è il
what are
periodo
you
più difficile della
learning
sua
from this
carriera
critical moment that
dell'allenatore?
probably is one of the most difficult in your career?
Preferisco non imparare niente di
Well,
queste
I don't really
cose.
want to learn from such a
Preferisci non
situation.
essere
I'd
così, la
rather
verità.
not to be in such a position, actually.
Lo prendo, come ho detto
Well,
prima al tuo
as I
collega
said before,
inglese,
as I
lo prendo
told
come
to
una
your
normalità. Perché
English
queste cose
journalist, I'm just taking
Perché
this thing as
l'eccezionale è
something
vincere
normal
11
because these
campionati dei
things
14,
happen. So
la
obviously
carriera di un
it's
allenatore,
exceptional
questo lo
just to win all the time.
direi
So these things
strano.
actually
Normale, a
happen
volte ce l'hai
in
5-6
a
un mese,
coach's
che un mese sono
career.
5-6
So
partite, per
these
differenti
things may
ragioni
happen,
succede.
and
Io l'ho detto tante volte
as I've already
in
pointed out several times,
Inghilterra,
in
di che prima o
England,
poi questo doveva
so
succedere.
sooner or later, something like this
Dopo
was
vincere 4
supposed to
campionati
happen.
di
So
fila
after,
o 6 di 7 e in
winning the
Inghilterra
Premier
a
League
volte
4 times in a
queste
row,
cose
then these things happen.
possono
So sooner or
accadere.
later, I was
Tu riesci a
expecting for
uscire di
something like
queste
this. So
situazioni
you
un po' più
obviously try
veloci,
to
a
get
volte
out of
bisogna
this
un po' più di
situation very
tempo,
quickly. Sometimes instead
ma
you
domani,
take
dopodomani
a
dipende dal
longer while,
risultato,
but
uscirà il sole
basically
ancora.
we'll see tomorrow
Non
and the
so,
day after
Manchester,
tomorrow.
ma
Well, the sun
io lavoro a
will rise
Torino
again, but
e devo
I
andare
hope
avanti,
in Manchester
quindi
as well,
non c'è
as well as in
un'altra.
Turin, and
Sì, lo
obviously we
prendo
need to
come
go
una
ahead. So I'm
assoluta
just
normalità
taking
che
this
succede
situation as something
in tutte
normal
le
that may
squadre, con tutti gli
happen
allenatori,
to
con
all
tutti i
clubs, to
giocatori del
all
mondo.
teams, to all coaches,
L'eccezionale è
and
più
to all
alto,
players,
quello
because
che sembra
exceptional things are
che
actually
dobbiamo
other
vincere
things,
tripleti ogni
because
anno,
it's not
e
that we
questo
can
non è
just
così.
win all the time, all the trophies. This
question,
actually
guys.
doesn't happen on a regular
Yeah,
basis.
thank you.
Buonasera Filippo Cornacchia,
Good evening, Filippo
la Gazzetta dello
Cornacchia, la Gazzetta dello
Sport.
Sport.
No, le volevo chiedere,
I
in
would like to
Italia,
ask
nonostante i
you, in
risultati
Italy,
negativi del City,
despite
nessuno si
the
fida del City,
negative
nessuno si fida
results
di
of
Guardiola,
Manchester
cioè
City,
nessuno
no
si fida
one
di trovare
trusts
un
Manchester City and Guardiola, so no
Pep
one actually
Guardiola che è
expects
in
to find
difficoltà e un Manchester
Pep
City
Guardiola
in difficoltà.
in
Lei si
difficulties,
fida di
as
tutti
well as
questi
Manchester
pareggi della
City
Juve?
that will not be strong enough. So do you actually trust all
Anche se
these
venisse qua
draws
con
of
10 vittorie
Juventus?
file,
Well, no, of course
Juventus
not.
sta in un brutto momento, non mi fiderei.
Well, I would
Non mi
never
fidato mai di una
underestimate them. Of
opponente, sia
course, I
di
would never
Juventus
trust
sia
such a
qualsiasi
situation. So
squadra.
Juventus is Juventus, and
Una
just
gara che
like
si deve giocare,
other
sapere
clubs.
quello che
So
fanno,
obviously
avere
they know very well what they
superficialità,
need to do.
sapere
I
che
know very
dobbiamo
well their
fare, ok,
potential. So
diciamo
obviously I know, and
che siamo noi. Quello
I
che
know who they are,
ho
and I know who
imparato,
we
o
are.
penso
So
che
what I have
io come
learned
allenatore
that as a coach,
si
as a
fossi
manager,
giocatore di questa squadra,
well,
punterei soltanto noi.
if
Ho un grandissimo rispetto per la Juventus, devo
well, I
analizzarlo,
know
devo
that
parlare
I
ai
have
giocatori
great
che sono,
respect for
che
Juventus.
immagino
I
faranno
have respect for all
una
their
queste 2
players,
settimane, siamo proprio
and
di noi, di noi, di noi.
So, of course,
Perché è l'unica maniera di uscire in questa situazione.
we are now very
Insomma,
focused
adesso è
on
una
us
questione nostra, no?
rather than anyone else.
Con
So
tutto il
we are
rispetto
now
della
focused on our
Juventus,
situation. Of
qualsiasi
course, I'm very
delle squadre che ci hanno
respectful for
vinto,
Juventus,
passate
but now I'm very
recente,
focused on what we need to
dobbiamo
do in order
guardarci
to
a
get
noi
out of
che
this
dobbiamo fare
situation.
per
So
battere
we need to understand
non
what we need
soltanto
to
la
do in order
Juventus,
to
le
beat not
squadre
just
che
Juventus,
dobbiamo
but also the
giocare
other
nei
teams that we are
prossimi
going to play
settimane.
against in the next few weeks.
Thank you. Ciao.